The Temple of the Seven Lights. Welcome to this sacred space of rest. Before we begin our journey to the hidden heights of the Himalayas, take a moment to acknowledge the transition you are making. You are moving from the world of doing into the world of being. Close your eyes gently, letting the eyelids feel heavy, as if they were made of soft silk. Feel the weight of your body pressing into the bed, noticing how the mattress supports you completely, without you having to effort at all. Imagine that with every breath you take, your body becomes a little heavier, sinking deeper into a state of absolute security. Focus now on the air entering your nostrils. It is cool, crisp, and clean. As it travels down into your lungs, imagine it as a pale blue mist that brings stillness to every cell it touches. When you exhale, visualize all the thoughts of the day, the lists, the worries, the conversations, leaving your body as a faint gray vapor, disappearing into the night air. There is no rush. There is no destination other than this very moment. You are safe. You are protected. You are exactly where you need to be. Now, let us begin to relax the physical form. Bring your awareness to your toes. Wiggle them slightly, then let them go completely limp. Feel the relaxation flowing like warm honey over the arches of your feet and around your ankles. This warmth moves slowly up your lower legs, softening the muscles of your calves, releasing any tension held in your knees. Your thighs become heavy, sinking, grounded. As the warmth reaches your hips and lower back, feel the spine uncoiling, each vertebra finding its natural place of rest. Your abdomen rises and falls in a slow, hypnotic rhythm. Your chest expands easily, without restriction. The relaxation flows down your arms, through your elbows, reaching your wrists, and finally, the palms of your hands. Your fingers curl naturally, letting go of everything. Finally, feel the muscles of your neck and shoulders melt away. Your jaw relaxes, your tongue rests softly, and the tiny muscles around your eyes become still. Your entire being is now a vessel of peace, ready to travel to the great temple. Initial meditation. As you lie in this perfect stillness, we begin our mental preparation for the ascent. Imagine you are standing at the edge of a great silent forest at the base of the Himalayan range. The air here is different. It carries the ancient scent of cedar, cold stone, and eternity. We will practice a rhythmic breathing technique used by the monks of the Seven Lights to synchronize the heart with the mountain's pulse. Inhale slowly for a count of 4. Feel the cold mountain air filling your chest, expanding your ribs like a slow opening flower. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, hold that breath gently for a count of 4, letting the stillness settle in your center. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale through your mouth as if you were blowing out a flickering candle, very slowly, for a count of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Repeat this cycle. With each breath, the boundaries of your physical room seem to fade away, replaced by the vast open sky of the high peaks. Visualize a soft, silver light glowing at the base of your spine. This is the first light of the temple, the light of grounding. As you breathe, this silver glow expands, wrapping around you like a protective cocoon. You are no longer bothered by the noises of the outside world. The distant sound of a car or the hum of a machine only serves to remind you of how quiet and secluded your inner mountain sanctuary is. You are becoming as solid and unshakable as the peaks themselves. Feel the stillness in your bones. Notice the silence between your thoughts. In this silence, the journey truly begins. Your mind is clear, your heart is open, and your body is ready to drift into the story. Chapter 1: The Silver Path of Twilight. The sun has dipped below the jagged horizon, leaving behind a sky of bruised purple and deep gold. You find yourself standing at the beginning of a narrow path carved directly into the white stone of the mountain. This is the path of whispering stones. To your right, the mountain rises into the clouds. To your left, a vast valley stretches out, filled with a mist that looks like a sea of milk under the rising moon. You begin to walk. Each step is silent, cushioned by a thin layer of moss that feels like velvet beneath your feet. The path is illuminated by small, hand-carved stone lanterns that emit a soft, amber glow. Inside each lantern is a single steady flame that does not flicker, symbolizing a mind at peace. You stop for a moment to touch the surface of a large, smooth boulder. The stone is cool, yet it seems to vibrate with a very low, comforting hum, the vibration of the earth itself. The air is incredibly still. You can hear the distant melodic chime of a silver bell from somewhere high above. It is the same sound you hear in the background of your mind now. A clear, resonant tone that cuts through the darkness. As you continue upward, you notice the scent of wild jasmine mixing with the cold smell of snow. The path curves gently, revealing a small bridge made of dark wood over a crystal-clear stream. The water flows over rounded pebbles, creating a liquid music that mirrors your own slow, steady breathing. You stop on the bridge and look down. The water is so pure you can see the moonlight reflected in every ripple. You realize that you are not just walking up a mountain, you are walking deeper into yourself, leaving behind everything that is heavy, moving toward the light of the temple. Chapter 2: The Gateway of Golden Echoes. As you leave the silver path behind, the incline of the mountain becomes gentler, leading you toward a magnificent structure carved directly into the living rock. This is the Gateway of Golden Echoes. Before you stand two massive doors made of ancient, dark wood, reinforced with bands of polished brass that catch the shimmering moonlight. Even from a distance, you can feel a subtle warmth radiating from the wood, a gentle heat that seems to beckon you closer, offering comfort against the crisp mountain air. You reach out and place your palm against the door. The surface is not smooth. It is etched with thousands of tiny, intricate patterns, swirls that represent the movement of the wind and the flow of water. As your skin touches the wood, a soft, golden vibration hums through your hand, traveling up your arm and settling in your heart. It is a welcoming frequency, a signal that you are invited to enter this realm of absolute stillness. Slowly, without any effort, the great doors begin to swing inward. They move silently, as if they are floating on a cushion of air. Beyond the threshold lies a long corridor illuminated by floating orbs of soft, golden light. These orbs drift slowly near the ceiling, moving like bubbles in a calm sea. The floor beneath your feet is made of polished white jade, which feels cool and solid, grounding you with every step. The sound of the silver bells you heard outside is clearer here, but it is no longer a distant chime. It has become a resonant echo that vibrates within the very air you breathe. Each ring of the bells seems to clear a layer of fog from your mind, leaving behind a crystalline clarity. You walk down this golden hallway, noticing how your reflection in the jade floor looks peaceful, a version of yourself that has forgotten how to hurry. The walls are lined with tapestries made of silk that ripple slightly, even though there is no wind. You stop to observe one, and as you look at the woven patterns of clouds and stars, you feel your breathing becoming even deeper, even slower. You are no longer just a visitor. You are becoming part of the temple's golden silence. Chapter 3. The Hall of Infinite Incense. The golden corridor opens into a vast circular chamber known as the Hall of Infinite Incense. The ceiling is so high it seems to merge with the night sky itself, revealing a canopy of stars that feel close enough to touch. In the center of the hall, a large bronze vessel rests upon a stone pedestal. From it, a thin, elegant spiral of smoke rises steadily toward the stars. The scent is unlike anything you have experienced before. It is a blend of aged sandalwood, dried lavender, and a hint of mountain rain. As you inhale this fragrance, imagine it entering your body as a fine, violet mist. This mist travels to every place where you might still be holding onto a shred of tension. Your neck, your lower back, the space between your eyebrows. One by one, these areas soften and dissolve. You feel as though you are becoming lighter, almost as if the gravity of the earth has lost its hold on you. Around the perimeter of the hall are dozens of soft velvet cushions arranged in perfect circles. You choose one and sit down. Or perhaps you choose to lie back and look up at the celestial ceiling. The silence here is not empty. It is a full, rich silence that feels like a warm blanket wrapped around your shoulders. You notice that the light in the room changes color very slowly, moving from a soft amber to a deep, comforting indigo. In this chamber, thoughts are like birds flying across a vast horizon. You see them appear, you watch them soar, and then you watch them disappear into the distance. You don't need to follow them. You only need to be here, in the presence of the infinite incense. The rhythmic sound of the bells continues, and with each chime, you feel your physical body becoming more and more translucent, more and more connected to the peace of the temple. You are floating in a sea of tranquility, where the only thing that exists is the gentle rise and fall of your chest and the deep, profound stillness of the mountain heart. Chapter 4. The Pool of Liquid Moonlight. Leaving the Hall of Incense, you walk toward a low archway made of smooth black obsidian. As you pass through it, you find yourself in a hidden courtyard where the ceiling is open to the vast cosmic sky. In the center of this courtyard lies the Pool of Liquid Moonlight. The water is perfectly still, reflecting the stars above with such clarity that it's difficult to tell where the pool ends and the universe begins. You walk to the edge and sit on the cool stone rim. The air here is fresh and carries the faint scent of night-blooming lotus. Slowly, you dip your fingers into the water. It is not cold. It is the exact temperature of your skin, creating a sensation of seamless connection. As you move your hand, ripples of soft silver light spread across the surface, moving outward in slow, hypnotic circles. Imagine now that you are stepping into this pool. The water is shallow and supportive. As it rises around your ankles and knees, you feel an incredible lightness. This is not ordinary water. It is a medium of pure tranquility. It washes away the final remnants of physical fatigue. Every muscle in your legs, your back and your shoulders seems to dissolve into the silver liquid. You feel as though you are floating, suspended in a state of weightless grace. The silver bells chime once more, and the sound vibrates through the water, creating a gentle massage for your entire body. You lie back, letting the water cradle your head and neck. You are looking up at the Milky Way, watching the slow dance of the planets. In this pool, there is no time. There is no past to remember, and no future to plan. There is only the cool embrace of the moonlight and the rhythmic beating of your own peaceful heart. You are one with the water, one with the stars, and one with the profound silence of the mountain. Chapter 5. The Chamber of 7 Vibrations. Emerging from the pool, you find yourself feeling renewed, your body light as a feather. You walk toward the tallest tower of the temple, the Chamber of 7 Vibrations. As you climb a spiraling staircase made of translucent crystal, each step emits a low, musical hum that resonates with your footsteps. This tower is where the great silver bells are kept, the ones that have been guiding your journey since the beginning. You enter a circular room with 7 large windows, each facing a different direction of the compass. In the center of the room hang 7 bells of different sizes, made of a rare, celestial alloy. They are not being struck by hammers. Instead, they are vibrated by the gentle mountain wind that flows through the open windows. The sound is a complex, beautiful harmony that seems to breathe with you. You find a comfortable place to lie down on a bed of soft, white silk in the center of the room. Close your eyes in your mind's eye. Feel the first vibration, a deep grounding bass that settles in your feet. Then, the second vibration, a warm tone that fills your chest. By the time the 7th vibration reaches you, a high, crystalline note that dances around the crown of your head. You feel as though your physical form has turned into pure sound. The bells are singing a song of eternal rest. Each note carries a message. You are at peace. You are whole. You are home. The indigo light of the night fills the room, turning everything into a dreamlike shade of blue. You listen to the overlapping echoes, noticing how they fade into silence only to be reborn again. This is the pulse of the universe, and you are perfectly synchronized with it. Your breath is the wind, your heartbeat is the bell, and your mind is the vast, silent sky. Chapter 6. The Garden of Sleeping Petals. The music of the bells follows you as you descend from the tower and enter the most secluded part of the temple, the Garden of Sleeping Petals. This is a place of absolute stillness, where the plants do not grow toward the sun, but toward the inner light of the soul. The trees here have silvery leaves that glow with a faint, internal luminescence, shedding a soft light on the path ahead. The ground is covered in a thick carpet of fallen petals from the dream lilies that grow along the walls. Each step you take is completely silent, as if you are walking on clouds. The air is thick with a scent that reminds you of your most cherished childhood memories, a smell of safety, warmth, and unconditional love. You find a small stone bench near a fountain that flows with glowing blue sand instead of water. The sand falls in a slow, silent cascade, creating patterns that shift and change like the thoughts in a dreaming mind. You watch the blue sand fall, feeling your eyelids becoming heavier and heavier with every passing second. A gentle breeze brushes against your cheek, carrying the whispered secrets of the mountain. It tells you that it is okay to let go now. It tells you that the world will continue to turn without your effort. You watch a single petal fall from a tree, drifting back and forth in the air, taking a long, long time to reach the ground. Your mind follows its descent, moving slower and slower. By the time the petal touches the earth, your awareness has retreated into a deep inner sanctuary. The garden is a cocoon of peace, a place where the soul comes to rest before the final journey into sleep. You are surrounded by beauty, wrapped in silence, and ready to descend into the deepest levels of your being. Chapter 7. The Library of Unspoken Dreams. Leaving the garden, you walk toward a door made of ancient, fragrant cedar wood that leads into the Library of Unspoken Dreams. This is not a library of paper and ink, but a sanctuary of light and memory. The walls stretch high into the darkness, lined with thousands of crystal orbs, each glowing with a soft, pulsing light. Every orb contains a peaceful thought, a beautiful dream, or a moment of pure serenity captured from the history of time. You walk slowly down the central aisle. The floor is covered in a thick, hand-woven rug of deep indigo wool that swallows the sound of your footsteps, making your movement feel like you are drifting through a cloud. You stop before one of the crystal orbs. As you bring your hand near it, the light inside begins to swirl like a slow-moving galaxy. You don't need to read. You simply feel the energy of the dream, the feeling of a warm summer afternoon, the scent of rain on dry earth, the sound of a loved one's breath. Find a tall, winged armchair made of soft, worn leather in a quiet corner. As you sit, the chair seems to mold itself to the exact shape of your body, supporting your lower back, your neck, and your heavy arms. The air here smells of old parchment, dried vanilla, and the cool breath of the mountains. It is a scent that immediately tells your brain it is time to stop thinking. In this library, the silence is so deep it has a physical weight, a comforting, protective weight. You watch the thousands of orbs flickering like distant stars. Your mind begins to mimic their rhythm, slowing its pulses, dimming its lights. You are surrounded by all the peace that has ever existed in the world. You realize that your own story is just one beautiful thread in this vast tapestry of dreams. There is nothing to solve. There is nothing to remember. There is only the soft glow of the crystals and the immense heavy comfort of the leather chair. You are becoming a silent volume in this library of rest, perfectly still, perfectly content, perfectly at peace. Chapter 8. The Bridge of Celestial Sighs. From the library, a small stone staircase leads you upward to an open-air bridge that connects the two highest peaks of the temple complex. This is the Bridge of Celestial Sighs. It is made of a rare moon-white stone that feels almost liquid beneath your touch. The bridge has no railings, for in this place, there is no fear, and balance is as natural as breathing. As you stand in the center of the bridge, you are suspended between the earth and the heavens. Below you, the mountain peaks are draped in a thick silver mist that looks like a frozen ocean. Above you, the stars are so large and bright, they seem to vibrate with their own celestial music. The wind here does not blow. It sighs. It is a gentle, rhythmic movement of air that carries the coolness of the glaciers and the warmth of the temple fires. You lie down on the white stone of the bridge. The stone is warm, having absorbed the spiritual energy of the temple for thousands of years. As you look up, you feel the vastness of the universe stretching out before you. You are a small, peaceful point in an infinite sea of stars. You watch a shooting star streak across the darkness, leaving a trail of silver dust that slowly fades into nothingness. Your breath begins to synchronize with the sighing of the wind. Inhale the starlight. Exhale the shadows. Inhale the silence. Exhale the world. The bridge feels like a cradle, rocking you almost imperceptibly in the cosmic breeze. You feel the boundaries of your body beginning to blur. Are you the stone? Are you the wind? Are you the stars? The distinction no longer matters. You are simply a part of the great celestial sigh, drifting further and further away from the shore of wakefulness, floating into the deep, dark velvet of the night sky. Chapter 9. The Chamber of the Eternal Flame. You descend from the bridge and enter the most sacred heart of the temple, the Chamber of the Eternal Flame. The room is a perfect sphere, carved from a single piece of dark polished granite. In the very center, a single flame burns atop a golden pillar. This flame does not flicker. It does not produce smoke. It is a steady, unwavering point of pure, golden light that has burned since the beginning of time. This chamber is the quietest place in the entire universe. The walls are so thick that even the sound of your own heartbeat seems to soften and fade. You approach the flame and sit on the floor, crossing your legs in a position of total ease. The floor is covered in layers of soft, silken cushions that feel like a nest. Focus all your remaining awareness on the golden flame. It is the color of a setting sun, the color of honey, the color of home. As you gaze at it, you feel a profound sense of safety. This flame represents your inner light, the part of you that is always at peace, no matter what happens in the outside world. The warmth from the flame begins to radiate toward you, touching your forehead, your cheeks, and your chest. It is a healing warmth that dissolves any final knots of tension in your spirit. You feel your eyelids becoming impossible to keep open. They are like heavy velvet curtains closing at the end of a long and beautiful play. Behind your closed eyes, the image of the golden flame remains, a steady anchor in the deepening darkness. The silver bells chime one last time, very softly, and the sound seems to merge with the golden light. You are no longer watching the flame. You are becoming the flame, steady, quiet, and eternally at rest. Chapter 10. The Descent into the Great Ocean of Sleep. The golden flame begins to dim, not because it is going out, but because you are moving beyond the need for light. You find yourself back in a place that feels very familiar, your own bed, but transformed. The sheets feel like spun silk, the pillows like mountain mist, and the blankets like a warm, protective shield of starlight. The temple has done its work. The mountains, the bells, the incense, and the pools are now part of your inner landscape. You are standing at the edge of a great, dark ocean, the ocean of sleep. The water is dark, warm, and infinitely deep. There are no waves here, only a slow, massive swell that moves with the breath of the earth. You step into the water. It doesn't feel wet. It feels like coming home. You let yourself sink into the dark warmth. This is the place where all thoughts cease, where all identities disappear, and where the soul is replenished. You are sinking deeper and deeper, passing through layers of indigo, navy, and finally, a beautiful, healing blackness. Every cell in your body is now vibrating at the frequency of total rest. The world of tomorrow does not exist. The world of yesterday is a forgotten dream. There is only this vast, dark ocean and your slow, rhythmic descent into its depths. You are heavy. You are tired. You are so very, very ready to sleep. The silence of the temple is now the silence of your own mind. you are falling, drifting, sinking into the most profound and restorative sleep of your life. Final reflection. The echo of the bell. As you drift now in the boundless, warm depths of this inner ocean, let the message of the seven lights settle into the very marrow of your bones. Listen to the silence that remains after the bells have finished their song. This peace you feel right now, it is not a destination you have reached. It is not something temporary that you have found outside of yourself. It is a return. It is a homecoming to your true, natural state of being. The great mountain of the temple is always standing within you, unshakable and silent, no matter how much the winds of the world may blow. The silver bells are always ringing in the quiet chambers of your heart, and the golden flame of the sanctuary is always burning, steady and bright, in the deepest part of your soul. You are the mountain. You are the light. You are the peace. Take a moment to realize that you are carrying the essence of this journey with you. When the sun eventually rises and you return to the world of form, you will carry a spark of this temple in your eyes. You will move through your day with a new sense of being grounded, as solid and certain as the smooth stones of the silver path. Your mind will remain clear and undisturbed, like the mirror-like surface of the pool of liquid moonlight. And your spirit will feel light, effortless, and free, like the thin, pure air of the highest Himalayan peaks. But that is for another time. That is for a future that does not exist yet. For right now, in this sacred moment, there is no tomorrow. There is no today. There are no obligations, no names, no stories, and no memories. There is only the vast, healing silence. There is only the comforting, protective darkness. There is only the deep, magnetic pull of the sleep that is claiming you now. Rest your weary mind, traveler. The long journey is finally complete. The gates of the temple have closed softly behind you, sealing in the warmth and the stillness. Every candle has been extinguished, save for the one that burns within your own chest. The monks have retreated to their cells, and even the mountain wind has hushed its breathing. The stars are watching over you with an ancient, silent love, casting a soft, invisible glow over your resting form. You are perfectly safe. You are infinitely loved. You are completely at rest. Feel yourself sinking even further now, down past the world of dreams, down into the center of tranquility. Your breath is a slow, fading whisper. Your heart is a calm, steady rhythm. The space around you is soft, dark, and infinite. Let go of the last thread of awareness. Let go of the last thought of the self. Fall into the embrace of the night. Descend into the velvet shadows of peace. There is nothing left but the echo of the bell, fading, fading, into the eternal quiet. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Drift away into the darkness. Sleep. You are home. Sleep, sleep, sleep.